howdy. It's me, your boy. Uh, Welcome. We have some folks who are going to be late tonight, but that's not a big deal. Um, we'll just get right into the swing of things. JD just swung through and got some Chick-fil-A. Oh man, did you get a bunch of sauce for it?
Oh no, I am not a sauce buyer there. I buy the big bottles from
Yes,
Walmart
yes, dude. That shit is so
because
good,
I
That's what
use
I've
it on
got.
everything. It's like Frank's for me.
Oh,
dude.
You
dude,
know, I put that on everything.
it's so good. I've got a bottle in the fridge right now.
Yeah. Freaking, they even have a new flavor in stores too. It's like a smokehouse barbecue or
Oh,
something like
Well,
that.
that
But
was
in
okay. I
any,
tried that once.
yeah, I got to get me another bottle. I ran out like last month. But we'll pick up tonight's session 18, 1-8, in the walls of Castle Ravenloft. After the party had an interesting conversation with presumably Strahd, or at least an illusion of him. Um, he basically invited you all to explore, take a look around. Um, he said, the doors are open for you to explore and kind of look around the castle if you'd like. Um, Kane had kind of, or I don't remember who it was, but the party discerned that the biggest question, I think it was for Thrud, was why are we here? Why won't you let us leave? And essentially, the feeling that the party has gotten at this point is he just wanted some entertainment. He's just been watching you guys. So, um, as a majority of the party continued upstairs onto the second floor of the castle, at the behest of Kane, since Kane has a little bit of experience kind of being in and around the castle. Thrud, you're currently on the staircase. We'll start tonight's session there. So Thrud, you're on the staircase, kind of this grand staircase that leads up to the second floor.
Um, kind of last week not getting much of an answer from anyone having called out, so it's just kind of just sitting there with the glass of, I'm assuming wine, just kind of like
Yeah.
swirling it around, looking into it. His spot is just like looping between his legs. I know it was one. Not the answers even I was looking for. But what are we to do? Um, Thorn's gonna kind of start to reach into his bag to pull out some just random lumps of meat he has in there, and he's just gonna like stop remembering that spot. Kind of laughed at him last time Thrud offered him food. I suppose it's gonna like sit there for a minute, just listen to see if he hears anything that maybe he just didn't notice when he first sat down.
So you're just gonna kind of take a moment and just open your ears and your senses to see if you can hear anything, right?
Yeah, because didn't the guy who took us to Strahd, he went with the rest of the party, correct?
No, he had left once you had all been kind of situated within the dining hall.
Mm-hmm.
You do not know where he is at this moment in time.
Okay. Yeah, Thor's just gonna kind of like sit there and listen just to see if maybe he hears anyone outside of the party, having kind of heard the rest of the party go up.
Okay. Make a perception check.
I love the aesthetic of Thread with a cat.
Just chilling, just this big hulking man, just relaxing.
It's like if Lord Shax had a pet.
Um, you, as you sit in kind of at the staircase with Spot and this almost ethereal purring kind of emanates from between your legs as he kind of does a figure 8 around. Nothing catches your ear except a low pulsing sound. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now that it's kind of quiet here, you kind of hear that from the eastern wall of the staircase.
Kind of taking a minute, just sitting there, closing his eyes to just listen. Fred's gonna hear that, and he's gonna just open one eye at first and just kind of look around, and hearing the sound of it from because this, looking at the map, north would be up the stairs, correct?
Yep.
Hearing it, and he's gonna kind of look over to his left, seeing how he's sitting down on the stairs, looking down them, and he's just gonna kind of make his way over the wall and kind of slowly run his hand along it.
Oh, you're gonna move over like this way.
Yeah, just kind of wherever he hears the.
You feel like a faint, like reverberation, along with the faint pulsing you feel. In tune with it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. It almost sounds like there's somebody just pounding on the wall, but it's much of a deeper swelling sound than that.
Those just gonna sit there and look at whoever his hand may be resting against the wall. That is not ominous in the slightest. I'd rather not sit here and take time to fiddle around with this, but well, the rest of them are gone. I'm not really sure where they are, and I'm not going to invite myself to walk around this giantess place, so they're just gonna kind of sit back down again in looking into the glass of wine again. Strahd, I know things are rather complicated to say the least currently, but I know you're very unamused with us, to put it in the nicest set of terms I can think of, but as it stands, you're the only one with answers to questions I have, or at least you're the only one I presume to have the answers I need. I know we don't deserve any generosity or anything you may be willing to provide us, but these are things I don't want to say I need to know, but would greatly help me and maybe shed a little light on the people I've known for years, more than what I'm aware of anyway. If I could just have a few moments of your time to talk, I promise I won't do anything other than talk. I was just going to kind of sit there and wait to see whatever may happen.
Okay. As you sit for a few minutes, for a few moments, kind of just letting that sink and set in, the only thing you hear back is boom, 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 boom on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to put you in the other channel for a second.
Okay.
Russ, only a minute. as Henry, Keen, and Adon enter this audience hall, you get the immediate sense there are two entities within your range. You get a spark of a sensation to the southeast, and then one that's basically up north from you. Just so I don't have to type it to you guys.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna bring Russell back up here.
Yerp.
As you guys kind of enter back into the audience hall, Kane just kind of says, "We have to go a little bit around to get to the study if we wish to look at some books."
All right. Well, lead the way, I guess.
Can you remind me, is this the way that Strahd's little minion walked?
Well, he kind of set you guys up into the dining hall and like closed the doors behind him. So,
Okay.
I mean, best you guess. I mean, the footsteps you guys heard and sensed were leading like northward away from the dining hall. So, like,
But Strahd did say he had a guest upstairs, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes, he did say this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can make heads or tails of this.
Oh, that's right. You got like this
Yeah,
3D
I got
skewed
an
thing.
insane amount. Okay, I got it. I'm on it. Okay, so since Kane is leading it, he kind of points to these doors that are to the east, basically directly east of you. So he's gonna start walking over here. So if you guys want to follow him, to all on you. Oh shit! I didn't realize it was locked. There you go. Oh, Henry, are you blind? Is anyone blind in this group?
Sure am.
Are you blind?
Every time I tap or every time I click on Henry,
Oh,
Just
yeah. You
goes
can't see
blank.
shit.
Yeah.
Nice. That's an interactive.
Is it because of dark vision? Do you not have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
So I think
Or
when you
maybe
pick
a-
up your pog, yeah, when you pick up your pog, it gets rid of your torch. Oh my god. Screeching child up there.
Heck yeah.
Um, But Kane leads you in. So as you guys head into this kind of shrunken, kind of tight hallway, these doors open and they reveal another set of double doors that 10 feet ahead of you. So heading east is another set of doors. Between both doors, there's this 10-foot wide corridor that stretches north to south. At the end of each hall, floating in darkness, is a human skeleton clad in rusted armor and tattered livery of a castle guard. Kane just kind of looks around and he goes, I seem to recall there was a hallway here.
There was what here? I didn't hear
A
you.
hallway. There was a hallway here.
Like that continues north and south.
It continues north, yes.
Or north. Adon will sheepishly walk towards the skeleton and like prepare for a jump scare. Clench his butt cheeks and everything.
Yeah. Are you so as you kind of approach the skeleton? Make a perception check as you approach.
Okay.
Oh, there
Pretty
you go.
good.
Oh.
As you get closer, being a man of craft stuff, you notice that these floating skeletons are really just kind of hooked up to the wall on these pegs, and they're like wired together. Like
Like across the
bone.
ceiling?
Yeah,
Or-
he's up against the wall, and there's like these pegs that are in the wall, and there's like wire that kind of connects his bones together to make it look like he's.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think you meant the two were connected together. Okay, okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any levers, buttons, things I can pull?
With that perception check, you look and you see that there's a little bit of like a draft coming from underneath the wall, underneath the skeleton, like this wall to the north.
Well, I do think that there is still something here. It may just be a matter of figuring it out, how to get in. Any ideas? I got nothing.
Can I I'll come over. Can I start like pushing in on like the bones of the skeleton or like moving the skull around?
As you kind of start pushing on the skeleton and stuff, the wall moves slightly.
Oh. Alright, well, we're getting somewhere. Wall moves slightly. Does it feel like
just,
it
like as you pushed into the skeleton, like the wall just like gave way behind it.
Oh. I'll just continue pushing, I guess.
Okay. You keep pushing, and you eventually just shift this whole. The wall just swings back in like a massive door facade.
All right, that was pretty simple.
As you kind of look into this kind of hallway, essentially down the way. Let me get this other map. There's an arched corridor here that has been swept clean. The floorboards are immaculate and clean. The oak paneling in this hallway decorates the wall to a height of 4 feet, and then it continues up higher. Mounted on the east wall above the wood paneling are 3 unlit oil lamps that are spaced about 10 feet apart. And there's a plain wooden door that is set into the west wall, and light seeps through its cracks. And kind of a little bit further down the hallway, you can notice there's a staircase that ascends up into darkness. Kane's is like, oh yes, I guess this makes sense. As you guys approach this door, you kind of you hear walking and movement behind this door that's to the west here.
I'll post up next to it.
Okay.
Any holes in the door? Any space underneath the door?
Yeah, there's tiny cracks in the door. Like it's a nice door, but it, like, you know, you can tell it's lit on the interior. If you want to kind of get down, look underneath the door, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek through there.
You kind of peek through, and you notice there's you kind of hang out for a moment, and you just hear footsteps, and you can't really get a good angle because the gap between the floor and the door is so small. But as you kind of get lower to the ground, you hear faint footsteps of one individual, and like a pleasant humming.
Can I try something?
You may.
I'm going to reach in my fanny pack.
Oh no.
I'm going to look around, look around with my hands for my piece of mirror. I'm gonna take my piece of mirror out and slide it under the door and try to get a better angle.
Okay. You kind of try to get a good angle, and you notice as you look in, you see there's fabric, like these structures of fabric that are dangling. It's like a giant cube, and there's a bunch of these in there. And just as you kind of maneuver your mirror in a certain direction, you see like a body just pass by just as you try to get focus. But it's hard for you to kind of discern who or what it is.
In in Kane's head, I'm gonna ask him, did Strahd ever have a wife or a lover that you remember?
Hmm. For as long as I can recall, he's been obsessed with Irina Kolyana.
Arena, right?
So I wonder if she. I know you were escorting her to Valaki, but did you ensure she was safe?
For the most
Don, you're shaking your head?
for the most part.
Oh no.
I can't hear them. They're talking in their heads.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hmm. Well, I hope you had her set up with someone who would be able to keep her concealed.
If I recall correctly, we left her with the tavern keepers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Aren't they
Basically-
providing her like room and board?
No, not Irina. That was the. You're thinking of the burgomaster's wife.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. Um. Essentially, you guys just forgot she existed. So.
Incredible. Great. That'll
And,
do it.
and I wasn't going to say anything because Vasily was having a good time with her.
Yeah, he sure was, and great. Now we know who Vasily is.
Yeah.
Does the humming sound masculine or feminine?
Feminine.
Well, at least she sounds like she's having a good time.
She's got that purple dust and she's fine.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Not Arena. Let's see. How do we... I'll ask Adon what he sees.
He said a whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing. Adon,
Put the mirror back in my bag.
Adon, what are you doing?
I'm trained to be a peeping Tom, apparently.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. I can't get a good angle.
Well, do we want to try to go in and speak to whoever this is?
And get our heads blown off?
Well, we don't know. I could try to like. I can try to impersonate the butler.
You're gonna become an elf. Just because your ears look like that doesn't mean you look like an elf.
No, don't need to look like it. I just need to sound like him.
And that's gonna get you to see who's in there because.
I'll just simply ask her to open the door because, or whoever it is to open the door because Strahd wants to see them. I guess I don't know.
But we don't even know that it's locked. I mean, why would they just lock a door for no reason?
Well, having her or him or they open the door
I'm
instead
gonna
of
just reach up to the lock or the handle and just try to like
It moves.
see. Okay.
having them open the door is much better than us just barging in.
Kane just kind of goes, "Did you all ever think about perhaps just knocking?"
Oh, Kane, good idea. You go invisible into your mist form. You slip under the door, see who it is, and then you let us know.
Okay. He not bad idea. And he just disappears in the mist.
Oh.
And you see this darker kind of mist just kind of start emanating and floating down, and it kind of dashes between your legs, between your feet, Adon, as it kind of escapes underneath the door. A moment passes, and then it comes back out, and Kane reforms.
I'm stuck in the wall.
Are you? Are you?
I don't know. I tried to move up one space and I got put into the wall.
Thanks, Bungie.
Thanks, Bungie.
Um, Kane kind of reapparates kind of right next to you, and you kind of like get caught off guard as he just does like, hello.
God, I'm never gonna get used to that.
And he's like, looks like there's a woman walking around cleaning the room. Doesn't look armed.
Is it Irina?
No.
Just a little bit hopefully. No.
Okay. Anything
Yes.
else?
The last time I seen Irina, she was walking around town, Asili.
Not good.
Could you give us
something that Strahd was obsessed with something about marrying her or something and making her hers. I don't know.
Concubine?
What was that?
I said concubine.
He called her a porcupine.
Yes, porcupine, right.
But yes, I do not recognize the woman. But there's like a bunch of beds set up in that room.
All right, I'll knock.
Like canopied beds. Really nice. Looks comfortable.
I'll knock on the door.
Is there any traps in there?
I mean, I didn't set it off in my mist form.
We're about to find out.
Well, if it was trapped, there's no bear traps on the floor, I guess. You're knocking on the door?
Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
Ooh. You hear the footsteps kind of come to the door and open. Oops. And upon looking inside, as this woman kind of opens the door, you can see the oil lamps that illuminate this long rectangular chamber with oak paneled walls, similar to the hallway. Are you stuck in there again?
I can't get close to the wall. It's like a vacuum wall. Thank you.
Stained yellowed lace hangs neatly from 8 canopied beds. The figure of this woman kind of has in her hand like a feather duster, and a broom in the other. And as she kind of like opens the door, you notice that around her pale, slender neck is like this gold necklace with like this really nice ruby pendant. She's like, "Oh, I didn't realize we were having guests."
What?
She kind of takes a peek out in the hallway, and where is the master of the castle?
He left us to our own devices. Not sure where he went.
Okay. I need to get out of here. I need help.
What kind of help? I mean, we could probably help.
I need to leave this awful place. Please.
You
Please. And she like drops to her knees and she's like, holds your hand, Henry's like, you need to get me out of here, please. I'm the daughter of the village bootmaker. Strahd kidnapped me and forced me into his service, please.
I don't mean to speak for the rabbit, but we don't know how to get out of here either. We're kind of trapped.
What do you mean? There's a front door.
I was literally just gonna say that.
What? I thought it closed.
You can't open a door, Adon?
You couldn't. You'd have.
Please help me leave this place.
Of course.
Can we insight check her?
Be my guest.
Oh no.
Okay. She seems like a damsel in distress, dude.
Can I also join in that insight check?
Be my guest.
My friend.
As she's squeezing the shit out of your hands.
Yep, 100%. Absolutely, I'm gonna help this woman.
You guys are like, holy shit. And she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. And you guys are all like, whew. And behind her are 8 beds.
Oh no.
Well, I thought I was traveling with a bunch of bards.
Please, just get me out of here.
Yeah, of course, yes. We
Can
need
we
to
just talk in the hallway?
We need to figure out a way.
Yeah, sure. And she exits into the hallway, like kind of stands up and walks out into the hallway with you.
Henry grows a third ear.
Oh no.
My
That's not a cottontail, boys.
my rabbit's foot is tingling.
Oh no. But she comes into the hallway with you.
I meant us, like, and I'll point.
Oh.
I'm sure it's fine.
This is weird. I'll just be. I'll go take a seat in the bed. I'm sorry.
Oh.
We broke JD.
Don't worry, I'll be back in just a minute.
It's that awkward thing where there's a person waving to you in the hallway in school, and you're like, "Oh, hi," and then they just walk by you like you don't exist, and you're like, "Bruh."
Oh no.
But in the opposite.
You see what you've
Yeah,
done.
I feel attacked.
You see what you've done, Adon. You've made her upset and awkward.
It's fine.
I was just going to say,
She
can
just
we
closes
run?
the door.
Can we run?
Absolutely not. Why would we leave this poor woman here? She's been kidnapped and taken away from her family.
Look at all those beds.
What's
What do you
wrong?
think she's doing in those beds?
She's probably, I don't know, making them, cleaning them up.
Should we ask her?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, open the door.
Oh. Hello.
Just peek my head in. What are you doing with the beds?
Oh my god.
Cleaning them. This is like a storage area. We don't need all these beds all the time.
Does he store anything else other than beds?
In this room
I
particularly.
don't know why I'm talking like this now.
Oh, it have this effect on people.
Just lost my mind.
Are you-
Is broken.
Are you looking to dirty one of the beds?
But would you be able to step in here for a moment? What was your name? She's looking at you, Henry.
Yeah, my name's Henry. Before I step in, I want to take a good look around the room.
Yeah, make a perception check.
Don't want to get caught off guard.
Yeah.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice. Very nice.
For a total of 22.
You look around the room, and it's as she explains it to be. It's kind of a tight room. These canopied beds are just kind of like, angled in different ways to fit in this room. But you can see through all of them. You're looking at the ceiling. It's well lit in this room, and it's just her at this moment sitting on a bed, like on the edge of the bed, and then there's like nothing seems off to you at all.
Yeah, I'll come. I'll enter into the room.
The what?
I'll enter into the room.
Oh, okay. As you come inside, was it? Oh, there you go. I wasn't sure if that wall was gonna absorb you like it did JD.
come inside.
Hello.
Eight beds, beautiful. When come inside.
Would you mind closing the door? I just want to get this. I need help grabbing some stuff.
Oh my god.
JD's like, are you losing it? Would you mind closing the door for some privacy? I would like to change out of this maid outfit.
And you want me to? I don't know if that's.
I don't feel safe.
I don't know if that's appropriate for me to be in here while you change.
Oh my god, she's a bud.
I don't want to be alone. Please. Just close the door.
All right, I'm gonna leave it cracked though, just in case.
You're funny. That's fine.
I will.
I will close the door and crack it a bit.
Yeah.
She heads to the back of the room, and she kind of starts to discuss. What? What's so funny?
Henry's mimics are sirens.
Oh no. That didn't work right. Is that none? That's kind of cool. I must have added that in. Just gonna put her on the map so you can see. Maybe you have to do this. There you go.
Oh, that
That
didn't look good.
she heads to her portrait's funny. She heads to the oh, that's not right. She heads to the back part of the room, and she starts kind of lifting up. There was like a small chest back there.
Mm-hmm.
She starts pulling some clothing out, and she's like, "Could you help me with my dress, please?"
Oh,
she kind of like
no,
points in the back of her neck.
I don't think that's appropriate. Little bit of red hair sprouts on
Yeah.
Henry's face.
She's like trying to get to it, and there's like a tied piece just like reaching behind her back, up and down and around. And she's like, "Please, could you just help me?"
All right.
Are you a weirdo?
I'm not a no.
Don't try anything.
I'm already trying not to do anything. Chivalry. All right. I'll come over and I'll assist her with whatever is
Yeah, there's like a
ailing her.
Whoa.
Whoa.
There's like a knot tied behind like her like this apron she's wearing for like has like her cleaning supplies and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll give it a good untie.
I think also, Pat, to make your life easier, you might be able to use your arrow keys so you don't go totally black as you move your pog.
He has to be selected on it though, and it'll make it black. Right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Does it work better or no?
No, I have to select my pog, and then it just turns black, and then I can just move with my arrow keys in the dark.
I love this. As you kind of go to peel it back, you kind of you see like the bare skin on her neck is extremely pale, like really pale. And she's like, "I'm really, really thankful for you helping with this."
I am.
And then, yeah.
When I see that, with my other hand, I'm gonna grip the holy symbol of Ravenkind and just expend a charge just in case.
What charge?
Hold vampires.
Let's see. Ravenkind. Is it only vampires it affects?
Vampires and vampires spawn within 30 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just as you kind of hit that, you see her kind of tremble as she makes her wisdom save. And she just turns to you, teeth, and her eyes, you kind of notice are like blood red. And she's like, "What were you trying to do just now?" And she just grabs your neck. I need you to make a strength saving. We'll roll strengths to see if she can grapple you.
Just strength check?
Yeah, we'll do competing strengths.
19.
Natural 1.
Let's go.
As like you already kind of being sensing that this is a problem, you kind of pulse the charge out, and as she's reaching back, your ears pass through her hands as you duck underneath her. Roll initiative.
Copy. Natty 1, beautiful.
Well, she rolled a dexterity. She rolled a natural 20 for her initiative.
Jesus.
Oops, next round. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't working. Here we go. Now we're in business. She just kind of lunges back at you, and she's going to pull her stack block up all the way. She's gonna claw at you. She kind of like, you see her hands are like these long claws as she pulls out. Oh Jesus Christ! I have to target you. Why the fuck is she dumb? There we go. I'm dumb. It was me, not her.
Why are you dumb?
She kind of misses that, and she's like, "Ah," and slashes back at you with the other claw. And misses. All right. What's your reaction? Shit.
Well,
Next turn. There we go.
I will, as I'm,
I would say, Adon, you can roll initiative as well.
I am
Shit,
going
I didn't
to,
think about that because you guys are probably gonna hear commotion out there.
yes. As I'm ducking and weaving out of the claws, I'm gonna reach down and in like one fell swoop grab the sun sword, and kind of like in classic Obi-Wan lightsaber fashion, I'm gonna like spin it around my wrist, use a bonus action to unsheath or reveal the blade, and I'm
Okay.
gonna come down with 2 strikes with the sun sword.
Give me a second to look at that. Item. Here we go. Okay.
Vampires aren't considered undead, are they?
They are.
Oh. Well,
They are unalived.
okay. Well.
Okay, so just for your knowledge, the sun sword's light
Mm-hmm.
is a 15-foot radius.
Of bright light and then dim for
And
another
dim
15.
light. So, and that light is considered sunlight.
Oh, let's go. The light is sunlight. That's dope.
Okay. So as you sheath that, she's like, "Ah!"
And
You're
I
making
will,
2 attacks.
yes, 2 attacks with the sun sword.
Send it.
First one, a 12.
That misses.
Big sad. Second one, well, 22 hit.
Ooh, that hits.
So this is gonna be 1d8 plus 4, and then an additional d8 because it's undead, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there's 10, and then I'll throw in the other d8. So 16 points of damage.
She kind of like slashes. Like,
And that's going to end my turn. I'm just gonna put my other arm up with my small shield.
Okay.
Getting ready for another round of slashes.
She is going to. Now at the top of the round. Now you guys kind of heard this commotion, Adon. Now you're at the ready and ready to barge in. She's going to just make another attack on you since you guys are like right at in the thick of it. A 20 to hit.
That'll do it.
She's going to attempt to grapple you. DC 13 for strength.
Oh, natural 1. No.
She kind of grabs hold of you and she's like, yeah! And she's going to try to take a bite into your neck.
Oh, God. Oh, thank God.
Roll a 3. Roll a 3. That ends her turn. Adon, you hear this, and you see the light kind of grow brighter in the room.
Henry, I tried to tell you, and I'll go rushing in.
Okay.
I'll walk into here.
You see, like, this woman who looked so nice and kind moments earlier this face is somewhat elongated and, like, just, like, this fervorous look on her face as she's, like, got Henry by the neck, grabbing on.
Oh God, what can I do? All right, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray
Oh, God.
at her.
Fucking 3 lines of fire.
Yeah. So a couple things here. Still don't know how to cast spells, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
There you go. You got her targeted at least.
That's step 1.
Yeah.
All right. Step 2 is going to be attack. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, the thing went away. I'm losing all my stuff.
If you hit actions and hit the little hourglass next to it, you can click the attack button.
Yeah. Okay.
in your character sheet.
So also with my hold on. Sorry, everybody. With
Let's
my
see.
what's it called?
At higher levels, you create. Um,
An additional ray, right?
Oh no, it's
yes.
just a second level. So it's just 3 rays.
And each one
But
requires a hit.
Spell slot. Okay.
my arcane firearm. So
Oh,
I can with my arm, my wooden arm, I get to roll a d8 and gain a bonus to one of the spell's damage rolls equal to the number rolled.
Oh,
oh,
sick.
oh
So let's see if I can even hit first.
All right.
That's gonna be step one.
Ooh, that'll hit.
About an 18. All right. So this one I'm gonna do the damage plus the d8. Nothing. Okay. Cool.
1 to 2. Rip.
Okay. There's another one.
Oh my god.
Good luck, Henry. It's all you. All right.
And you got 2 more rays, right?
Yep. 15.
hits.
All right. Let's do some more damage. Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Average. All right.
And one more. Watch out.
Oh, that'll hit.
Put your head down. Oh, that's a little bit better.
Nice.
that's some good stuff right
Kinda-
there.
I'm gonna make her make a strength check to see if she can hold on if she's getting peppered by these scorching rays. Oh, she does. You kind of stagger a bit to Henry as she's like moving and kind of like jerking you around.
Okay. I cannot do that. Okay. All right. That's it. That's it for me.
Okay.
I'm poor in actions.
Katie is going to run up into the window and kind of stand by you, Adon. Oh man. Don't want to do that. That's dangerous. He's going to target her, and he's going to cast Ray of Sickness as he just kind of like points out towards kind of like pulls out this bottle and kind of directs it in her direction and uncorks it, and this ray jettisons out of the lid of the bottle in her direction.
Become ill.
23 to hit, wrecked. Oh, she saved. She rolled a freaking 20. Get out of here. And then I think. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so she still takes damage. It's just whether or not she's poisoned or not. Got it. 11 points of damage. As like you're like seeing like these rays of fire, Henry, and now this like sickly green energy blast her like shoulder. She's like, ah! You're up, Henry.
All right.
Grappled, so your movement is
0.
0. Yep.
All right. I will. I'm gonna take the sun sword, and I'm just gonna try to get some quick fluid short hits in.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh man.
Obviously, that one's not gonna hit.
Nope. That misses.
Oh,
Bro, did you see that?
Yes.
What a tease.
I will. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Action surge, and I'm gonna take 2 more swings.
Yes. You got it. You kind of see Henry just like electric shoot up his back, up his ears, and he's like, ah! And then takes another swipe and you slam into her chest.
That plus an additional D8. Oh! 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Second attack. That's 25 to hit.
That'll hit. That'll hit. I think it'll hit.
So 11 and 19 points of
You
damage.
kind of see like the blade that happens. You kind of do an upward shoving motion, and with the sun blade, and she's like, ah! And just shatters into ash and just falls to the ground as her body just dissipates to the ground in ash.
Whew.
The only thing left at your feet, Henry, is
That amulet?
that gold necklace that has this ruby pendant in the middle. This ruby kind of slotted in the pendant.
I will, I'll cautiously kneel down and kind of pick it up and shake it off.
Okay, kind of dust it off and shake it, and it's, you kind of take a moment, and it's old. It looks like it was made centuries and centuries ago.
Does it?
But the ruby itself is probably about that big.
Jeepers.
It's huge.
Since I'm wielding something magical, the sun sword, do I get like the same sort of feeling from this amulet?
No.
This pendant? No. Okay.
You'd have to be a wizard or a sorcerer to do something like that.
Okay. I will.
No, it just seems like a. I mean, you can investigate it when you guys take a rest next. But,
Sure.
I mean, like.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
It's very, very well made.
I'll just hold it up and I'll say, at least we got something, I guess.
It looks like that's not the only thing you took off of her body.
Yeah, probably the limbs.
No, I meant more the clothes. Looked like she was half naked, but
No, well, I didn't get that far. I don't think.
you want to check the beds too for whatever you left behind.
No, I'll leave that for housekeeping. It'll be fine.
There's another one.
What? I would assume
You're gonna
so.
go find her?
It's a big castle. I mean, one could only hope.
Well, I guess I'll check the chest.
That's a good idea. I will check the rest of the room since she said it was like a storage space.
You look around and Henry, and you're walking around the room while Adon's kind of shoving through the chest and kind of throwing things to the side. It's just the straight up beds, but this room is immaculately clean. Like not a spot of dust. I mean, her body, what remains of it, seems to have soiled that. But you do not see anything else of here of note. It seems pretty like it was like a storage room or of some sort.
Okay.
Adon, as you're kind of rummaging through this chest, you see there's nothing but common old, very, 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 very old clothes. You can make an investigation check, but the only thing that you find at this point in time is just
It's
like
all right.
old commoners' clothes, some blood soaked around like the necklines.
Well, nothing in here. No, nothing good, anyways. Do you think Thread's all right?
That's an excellent question.
I mean, you're up here getting,
Well, if he ran into something like this, I'm sure he's more than capable of dealing with it.
right.
He doesn't really have a patience for concubines. So.
Do you think we should keep pushing on, or?
Well, I mean, it's probably a good idea to check on him. I'll exit the storage space and come out here, and I'll say to Shriek, do you mind sending a message or something, speaking to Thrud in his brain, like you do with us?
I would assume he would agree.
Okay.
What do you want me to say?
Just ask him if he's all right, and if we need to come back down, let him know we ran into a Oh, a vampire. Okay.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
She's deceased now. She's gone, but still
Well,
haven't been
all
wary.
made quick work of her. I couldn't even get a spell in.
Well,
One moment. He kind of like tilts his head down and closes his eyes. Thrud, are you there?
I'm here.
Ring ring, motherfucker.
Thrud, are you there? It's your boy.
You know, you get a message within your head from Shriek, basically relaying that information to you. And he's like, we are going to continue looking for this study. And just as he kind of finishes saying that thread, you feel a tap on your shoulder, like somebody tapping on your shoulder.
Getting ready to kind of speak, and then feeling this tap. Thread's like first instinct is he's gonna kind of look down, assuming maybe it's just Spot trying to clamber onto his back.
You look down and Spot's just kind of at your feet now, just looking over your shoulder.
Seeing that it's not Spot, Thread's just gonna kind of like turn his head over his shoulder to stare at whoever could be there.
You kind of turn around and there's nobody there. And then you hear a voice. Shh. My name's Esmeralda. And then you can see she drops some sort of invisibility spell that she had up. And you can see this woman has like a long rapier kind of at her side, and she's holding like basically like a war axe, like a hand axe. She's got this wispy kind of frazzled, like almost like Miss Frizzle type hair that's brown, and she's got like red leathers on and this like headband around her head. And one of the first thing that really kind of piques your interest about this figure is she is missing a leg. And where a leg should be, you see this brass, intricate, metal formed prostheses. And she's got kind of this stern look, this kind of a little bit almost like a sun-kissed complexion. That's very, very similar to the Vistani that you guys have interacted with before.
Kind of watching this person just appear out of thin air. It's gonna kind of like the best he can, sitting on a set of stairs, kind of like slink down them a little.
Mm-hmm.
And as she kind of fully apparates, Thread's gonna kind of like do the once over, and noticing that she's missing a leg, Thread's gonna kind of like I don't want to say glare at it, but he's gonna kind of like squint at it for a minute before kind of resuming his observation of her. Kind of giving her the once over. He's gonna slowly stand up. And you
Esmeralda.
I don't mean to be rude in any capacity, but that's not a name I'm familiar with.
Van Richten said you were heading here to the castle. I was already here, scouting this place. What do you intend to do here?
Well, if I'm being 100% honest, we came for dinner, if that's believable, but per the usual, somebody in our party decided to throw a wrench into that plan, and, well, Strahd, or what we're believing to be Strahd, kind of locked us in here. My cohorts are looking for his study to apparently read some books. And me personally, I was honestly hoping to have a word with him.
He is not here right now. That's why I am in here. The last thing I knew was he was still in Valaki courting Arena. Using that time while he's distracted to do some recon. Try to find any weakness I can while he's away.
Well, I'll give you a hand in, well, I shouldn't say a hand, but respect in the fact that you've managed to circumnavigate yourself through here without anyone finding you. Okay, why does that note not open?
Who told her that we were going to be here? I'm sorry. I'm just writing notes.
Van Richten.
Van Richten.
Okay, why do I have a feeling this is in that note that just will not open for me?
What's your concern about, or what were you gonna ask?
Well, I was trying to remember the name of the elf we ran into in here, and I know I wrote a thing down, but I have
Oh.
a note that is not
Rahadin.
opening for me.
His name was Rahadin.
And I have a feeling probably it's probably in that note that just won't open for me.
What, in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah, I have, because I have two that are Castle Ravenloft. One opens, the other one just will not open.
The only info you have there is Rahadin elf that works for Strahd. Castle is named after Strahd's mother.
Yep, so that's the note that won't open for me.
Oh no,
Okay.
it's broken.
Oh no, it opened. It just threw it all the way over on the right hand side of my screen.
Why wouldn't it do that?
Again, Thor's just gonna make the remark of her being able to kind of sneak through the house. I'm rather impressed you were able to make your way around without Rahadin finding you.
More resourceful than most may think. More than just a pretty face. Can't say the same for you. Just kidding, sorry. I don't really get much time around others. Typically it's vampires.
None taken. I know I'm far from most beauty standards, so. But were you able to find anything?
Not exactly. This place is trapped. There are false walls everywhere. I'm going to continue searching this castle. Do be safe.
I'm just gonna kind of look at her as she gets ready to leave. This is going to be a bit of a odd question, but have you heard almost like a heartbeat coming from the walls?
Yes, it's emanating from some chamber I have yet to enter within. May sound funny, but perhaps it's the heart of the castle. I have a question for you. Have you ever seen a vampire change its form?
What do you mean by change its form?
It's pretty straightforward question. Have you ever seen a vampire change its form?
Well, yeah. Um, I'm going to be honest with you. The past few weeks have been honestly the weirdest time of my life. When we arrived here, me and my party, in a place I know better than any mere mortal should know. So I'm also learning things about myself I didn't know. Apparently, I'm rather intimidating when my anger gets the best of me. So, but we've run into a few vampires. Honestly,
Hmm.
my memory's a little fuzzy. Things have kind of taken a turn for the worse the few times we have, so I have gaps in my memory.
Understandable. Um, if you did you know that they can change into a mist, a bat, and a wolf?
I'm familiar with the mist, but the bat and the wolf are news to me. We've
Hmm.
talked with some
Figures.
werewolves, but they
Hmm.
did not inform us that they could turn into wolves.
I did hear some yelling from down in the dungeon. You have to go up to go down to get to the dungeon. There's another way to get into the dungeon if you go through. Where was this? Oh my God, I have so many windows open. If you head through the chapel here to the east, there's a staircase leading down to the dungeon. I heard screaming and yelling down in the basement. Perhaps that could help you. And I guess one more question I have for you before I leave. Do you know how to counteract a vampire's ability to regenerate?
Well, we've heard that silver seems to work, and
It does
honestly,
not. Who told you that?
well,
You've
honest.
been led astray.
And at that point, Thread's also going to kind of slip a finger under the head of his hand axe. He's going to just one finger through, throw it out of the loop belt. He's going to just lift the hand up, catch the blade on a finger, and let it spin. And as the head's pointing down, he's just going to grab it. And a little bit of this through the heart seems to work a bit fairly well too. As he just kind of waves the handle a little bit.
Hmm. Hmm. Obviously, it's common knowledge that sunlight is very harmful to them, but also magical spells based in radiant nature also seem to have really strong effect on their regenerative ability. I've been at this for years at this point, waiting for my time to pounce. Strahd must be destroyed for what he's done.
Well, we've heard that from just about everybody we've come across, that he's rather a foul person, to say the least. But I don't know if this will help at all, but Thor's going to kind of loop his hand axe again, and he's going to kind of reach into his bag, and he's going to pull out the uh, paper that he ripped out of the book they had found in the windmill with the hags,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just going to kind of offer it up to her.
What is this?
Um, uh, shit, it was like early session. It was,
Paper page with hag info on Strahd.
yeah.
Kind of takes it and looks it over. She's like, "You mind if I keep this?"
You seem a bit more suited for this currently than we are.
What makes you say that?
Well, as far as I'm aware, nobody's made any sort of acknowledgement to you being in this castle, so you're clearly doing something right.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, they're fully aware of me and my friends, so
You were invited here, and you didn't exactly try to sneak around.
well,
I
kind
watched you
of
in
for
the
all this to
entryway.
sneak around.
Hmm. Any case, do be safe. Perhaps our paths will cross again in the future.
Same to you. Lucky hunting.
She kind of raises her hand up and she goes invisible again, and the footsteps kind of echo heading up north, upstairs.
They're just gonna kind of stand there for a minute and just watch in that general direction, and not realizing he's doing it. He's just gonna kind of like lean a little to the left and just openly out loud, mainly to Spot since he's the only one Thrud is aware of in the vicinity. That was interesting.
Heading up to Henry and Don. You guys are now in this hallway, and the staircase leading up higher is in front of you.
Kane, do you remember where this staircase leads?
I haven't really spent much time here. I'll be honest, not really. Strahd only allowed me limited access to areas of the castle. This is about the extent of my range here. Let me go into the chapel, into the dining hall. His accountant is back down south. A very limited space, very limited range that I've explored this castle.
You say accountant? What?
I have never met him, but Strahd insists he keeps an accountant to look over his wealth.
This is straight, yeah. I don't know why you would need to worry about. Either way, go up the stairs, I guess. Anyone?
Adon's like, yes. Just takes off.
Let's
walking
do
away.
it.
Okay.
I got Shriek.
So you guys, nice. You guys start heading up the staircase.
Come on, Kane.
And it kind of winds around and heads up about 60 feet up, and then kind of takes another turn and heads up further until eventually grab you guys as pogs. Area here. That's weird. You can't see. Ah. Are you just like walking around with your blade out at this point, Henry, for light? I mean, Kane's keeping some distance away from you, but
Yeah, if he's keeping distance, then yes.
let's see if this. Yeah, that'll suffice.
He's got to stay at least 15 feet away from me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because I'm assuming the dim light won't do anything, but the bright light obviously is gonna really wake him up a little bit.
So, as you kind of head up and eventually come up the staircase, you're kind of met with these dark alcoves that line the walls of this long hall. The ceiling has fallen here, leaving rubble strewn across the floor. Overhead, the beams of Ravenloft's roof are exposed. Lightning from the dark clouds above sporadically illuminate the hall, lighting the faces of life-sized human statues in the alcoves. Each visage is frozen in terror. We are in here. Here we go. This is the one.
As I see the lightning overhead, in my head I'm just gonna think, Cold, is that you? And then just continue on.
Oh, let me unlock your tokens. Sorry.
Oh.
As you kind of walk down this hall, Henry, make a perception check.
Copy. Perception. 8.
Not horrible. Do this. Here we go. As you kind of walk up here, you kind of are walking by these statues, and like out of the corner of your eye, you could have swore you've seen one of the heads shift a little bit. But then you look, and it's just frozen.
Strange. I'll go another 10 feet. Whoops.
Mm.
Don't know what the heck I just did. Pointers?
That was weird. Henry, are you kind of following in line with Henry Adon? Sorry. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Henry,
Slow
are
down.
you?
Adon, are you following Henry?
I sure
A few
am.
few steps behind.
Okay. You make a perception check.
Okay. Oop, oop, oop. How about that?
Nice. You walk by, and out of the corner of your eye, you see something, but you don't immediately shift your head that way. You just kind of look side-eye it, and you kind of see just like a tear roll down one of the stone kind of statue's eyes, and it's kind of shifts a little bit.
Henry, I think I've seen these things before in a show. It's a show about a doctor.
What's the show?
I don't know. It feels. Are you seeing these things move?
And as you guys are standing there looking, the thunder rumbles, and the light kind of lights up this corridor, and the faces themselves, the expression changes into another different angled position of horror. And then the hallway goes dark again.
I think we should move fast.
Yeah, you know, I thought I saw something move, but I couldn't verify. Yep, let's move.
They're definitely moving.
Yep, don't like it. Let's go. Just
There's
sprinting down the hallway.
there's another lightning strike, and as you kind of pass by the last one, Henry, the face just kind of has this guttural look on its face, and it's like,
Nope. Gonna skitter right on by that one.
They send you back in time.
fair enough.
Got 'em.
As you
I
get
got
to
the
the
boys.
end of the hallway here, let me see if that makes sense. This goes not there. Rid of that. This. We want this one. Jesus. Whoops, not that one. This one. Aha. This one. Ah. You can see at the end of the hall there's this landing that's to the east that kind of just, it looks to be about 10 foot wide, maybe 15 foot wide, and you can see across the way it's a giant opening in this room that's like lit with like a faint like red glow. And as you guys kind of get up to this area, you hear the boom 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 much louder.
Can we tell which way it's coming from? Either from
Directly from the east. Like it's within whatever that sound is making. Whatever making that sound is coming from this room, directly like in front of you as you guys are walking on.
That's what I was looking for.
Are you ready to leave? I'm ready to leave.
Just so I'm not crazy. You hear that too, right?
Yeah. Well, at first I thought you were just thought you just had to pee or something, but nope, that's definitely a large creature.
No, usually it's the other side. I mainly fiber and
Like
protein.
Oh.
Boom boom.
I'm gonna. I can't leave without knowing what that is.
You
I
hear
can.
that, and you look down to the south, and you see a warmly lit room at the end of the 20-30 foot hallway with a carpet, and you can see there's a table and some chairs and some bookcases that are along the wall.
Henry, I believe this is what we're looking for down here.
Oh, I'm stepping into the other room.
You are?
Oh no.
I am.
Okay. So you step into the so many little dots here. What would that be under? Here. You step in there and you kind of are within one of the spires of the castle. And this stone staircase kind of leads further upward. And you hear it now and it kind of rumbles within your chest. It's like being at like a concert and you're like right in the front row and it's just like pelting you in your chest. Your whole body's rumbling. Um, and you kind of you're pretty high up in the castle at this point, but you look up, you can see there's some shape at the top of this spiral staircase that leads up within this tower, one of these spires, that's like very, very large and red and just pulsating.
A figure?
It's kind of lighting up. It's some sort of object. It's very difficult for you to make out what it is. It's massive. It's like boulder size. It's huge.
And where is it relative to me again?
You're looking like straight up, and it's
Oh,
like
it's
probably somewhere near
hanging.
the. Yeah, it's just floating there. As you kind of look up, you can kind of see the edge of it, and it's seems to be close up near the top of the tower. And this is kind of what you're seeing as you kind of look up.
I'll just, without saying anything, I'll just like tap on Adal's shoulder as he's looking down the other hallway to the study, I'm assuming, and just point up at the thing.
What would you like me to do about it?
Just look at it.
I can go look at books. I mean, it's like it seems to be a heart.
It's got to be
Right.
important, right? It's got to be.
Adon, as you kind of step out and look up and see what Henry's pointing at, this reddish light flares high over your head and then settles into a dull, pulsing red glow. You now see the full immensity of the tower. The spiral staircase circles up the tower's full height. The tower, 60 feet wide at its base, becomes narrower as it climbs, and at the pinnacle of the hollow tower, you clock that this is a large crystal heart that pulsates with red light. And above the heart, the stairs continue upward.
Do you think there's a brain up there too?
I don't know.
Wait, that means, and I'll look down below us.
I need
There's a-
both of you
Oh God.
to roll initiative for me.
Oh God.
Nice. Okay. Okay. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws. All right. Let's take a quick 15-minute break now because I got to put my kid to bed. He's getting insane right now.
Copy that.
So we'll be back. Like 3:15, 3:20.
3:15, huh?
Jesus Christ. See, dude, my mind is melted, dude.
I feel that.
wiped.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Copy that.
3:15.
15-20 minute break ish. See how we're feeling.
Yay.
We'll be back.
Um, you are on the staircase, Henry Nadon. And you feel like the tower shakes beneath your feet, and you guys gotta kind of steady yourselves, and you both made the save. What are you guys doing?
Well, do you want to look at the books first? I think.
Yep, absolutely.
Was there anything that happened when we had to make that save, or is that just?
It's the whole tower shook, and like
Oh, okay.
you guys were stumbling and had to like catch yourselves before falling off.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do something that isn't this.
Yep. We're on the move. Where we're going. Yep. Away from the strange thing.
Okay.
With my knowledge of the Feywild, since I lived there for most of my life, is there any? Do I recognize this at all as something that might be?
I would have you roll, but it would be for nothing. Like this is nothing like you've seen before.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
It is very unsettling.
Yep. We're going.
Especially with the shaking of the stairs. You're like, holy fuck.
Yep. We're going to the thing with the stuff.
You guys are just heading into the study.
Yep. Get the fuck out of there.
There's Shriek and Kane are in there.
Henry, do you remember why we were looking for a study?
You know.
Oh, I was looking for more books. This wasn't the only reason. I was looking for more books about the paper that I got from the Vistani.
Yeah, if I recall, you were looking for more books about Vistani people.
No, about the math science.
Yes.
Mathematics.
The literature, yes. Common language, common core language.
You enter this room, and it's very exquisite.
I'm gonna take a seat on the couch.
You kind of pop squat and take a load off. As you enter this room, a blazing hearth fire fills this room with rolling waves of red and amber light. The walls are lined with ancient books and tomes, their leather covers well oiled and preserved through careful use. All is in order here. The stone floor is concealed beneath a thick, luxurious rug, and in the center of the room is a large, low table, waxed and polished to a mirrored finish. Even the poker in its stand next to the blazing fireplace is polished. Large, overstuffed divans and couches are arranged about the room. 2 chairs of burgundy-colored wood with padded leather seats and back cushions face the hearth. A huge painting hangs over the mantelpiece in a heavy gilded frame. The rolling firelight illuminates the carefully rendered portrait. It is an exact likeness of Irina Kuliana.
What is his fascination with Irina? Kane, do you have any information on that? Why is he so obsessed with Irina?
Well, as you may know by now, souls cannot escape this place. And rumor and the belief here is that eventually that soul floats around in Barovia until a new child is born, and that soul inhabits that child.
Wait. You're telling me that even if you die, you can't leave?
You cannot. There is no escape. That much I do know.
That is new information to me.
Well, I'm glad to be help out. From what I've heard and what the master has graciously allowed to tell me is when years and years ago he fell in love with a woman known as Tatiana, and he talks about Irina being his new Tatiana. and believes that her soul exists within Irina. And from the looks of the age of this painting, I doubt this painting is of Irina.
Tatiana, right?
Tatiana, yes.
Uh, upon closer inspection, can we see differences between Irina and this photo?
Make a investigation check.
Copy that. Solid 10.
Okay. You're looking at the portrait, and like Kane says, it is very, very old but well maintained, like everything else in this room. You could just tell by like kind of the fading of the oils. It's just you could tell the age. But the portrait, you can't discern if it's the artist render of Irina or Tatiana, but like the skin is flawless and very, very well maintained hair, like just a beautiful, beautiful portrait. But like you really can't discern any differences. It straight up looks like Irina. Like unless if Kane didn't say anything, like that's weird. Why does he already have a painting of Irina? Or I mean, there's already been some discussions, and even from what Ismark had told you, like he's been obsessed with her for years. So,
Is there any markings on the canvas or the frame that we like a signature or anything?
you can make an investigation check to kind of see.
Now that's thinking with your big wrinkle.
And in the bottom, you see the name Thrud.
Oh my god.
Tarud.
Creepy.
T-Rod.
It's a very, very good roll. You kind of look around the frame, as well as like the canvas itself, and you don't see anyone's like namesake on it.
Okay.
But I mean, you getting an even closer inspection, you're dating this to be centuries old. This painting.
Can I pull the painting back away from the wall
Kind of
carefully?
lift it a bit, and it's the solid kind of stone back.
Okay. Anything on the back of the painting?
Nope. Their investigation, you kind of look all around it. You take it off the wall, look around. Everything seems on the up and up. Nothing seems out of place.
Go back to look in the books.
You're looking through the books here, Adon, and there's over like 1,000 different tomes. You're looking at priceless pieces, and you know, of a slew of different like topics. A lot of them are so old they don't really have like embossed like text on the binding, just because the way they were bound back in the day. But if you'd like to roll a d12 a couple times, however many books you want to pull and look at.
Oh, 1,000.
Oh my god.
I'll pull 3 to keep it short.
Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Oh, I'll just do the other 2 together because
Found
I'm
the
too
only
lazy.
the only coloring book in the entire place.
Okay. The first book you pull is you kind of pull it out, and on like the front of the leather, it's it has like embossed like grapes on a vine, and you kind of flip through it a bit, and it's like basically all sorts of information on from like point A to point B of fine wine, essentially. of how to distinguish a good wine, what wines are bad, what wines are good to drink in the morning, with dinner, what pairs with what kind of meats. Like it's a very very educational book as far as fine wines go. You set that aside. You kind of skim through and you see another book that seems older than the rest of them. And you pull it out and it's got like double cross swords on the front. You kind of flip it open, you read through it, and it's a book that's all concerned about military strategy. Um, different tactics, what can be utilized in the battlefield, what to do if you're outnumbered, what to do if you have extra numbers. Basically, a lot. There's a lot in this book as well, and it's a very, very educational book. Like these, just from the two, you're like, oh shit, these are quality. Um, the third book you pull is a alchemist's tome. It's on the subject of alchemy, and it has information in here about different potions, different ways to brew things, and you kind of Kane kind of sees you looking over it, and you're like, hmm.
Augustus, I believe this is more suited towards you.
I will take that. I'm just gonna put that in his inventory. Looks at it and he's like, ooh, I'm gonna have to spend some time with this one. He's gonna have that.
Henry, do you think your commander or captain or whatever he is, I don't care, would he like this book about war and things?
Well, I mean, probably.
All right, we'll take it.
Okay.
It's Captain, by the way.
Oh, Corporal, got it.
You're not impressing him, correct?
You think I want to impress him?
No, but it would
If anything, he should be trying to impress me.
it would just be best if everyone got along.
Oh, I see.
Especially
I'm giving him a present. See? It's a book.
It's okay, Henry. The time we spent at the Alchemist's Guild, a great time. Rod came by. Adon was too busy tinkering with things to really genuinely get to know him.
He gave me this antler, well, part of an antler, so I'll give him a book.
I'll just lay back, put my arms behind my head, and just close my eyes.
All right.
Just try to find like a semblance of calm for just a second.
Okay. Can I have you roll a d20, Henry?
Absolutely, you can.
Oh, excuse me.
I accidentally just dropped a d20 and it made a 19.
Just went flying all around. That's funny. As you kind of are sitting there, resting on the couch, you kind of it's subtle, but suddenly you kind of feel this kind of like irritation and like on your lower back, and there's like something like is like kind of basically was on the couch when you sat down. You didn't notice it.
I'll kind of like shimmy a little bit, try to find out like exactly where it is, and then I'll turn around and look at the couch.
Okay. You kind of move back, and you notice there's something laying on the couch. You pick it up. It's a small, like whistle, and it's look at it more, and it's got like this. It's silver, and it's got like a wolf's head on one end, and it looks like it's just a whistle.
My instincts tell me to blow the whistle, but my brain says it's probably best not to. I'll hold it up. And I'll just look what I found.
Well, try it out.
No, it's probably not the best idea.
Why?
I feel like a whistle in Strahd's couch, shaped like a wolf, probably not the best idea.
You want me to do it?
No, I don't want anybody to do it. I'm gonna put it in my
Let's try
pocket.
that. Nope, I'm gonna try to run over and grab it out of his hand before he puts it in his pocket.
I will lightning lunge away from you.
You animal.
Were you lightning lunging to?
Just 10 feet over here. Or,
Okay.
you know what, right over the other couch.
Sitting there. Okay. Don, like you kind of go to grab it and you kind of stumble into an empty couch, and you look over. He's at the other couch.
How about you don't?
I'll sit down
That's
and I'll try to cast Mage Hand. I cast it invisibly, and it is also invisible.
That whistle is in my pocket. Or in my
I'm
bag. I don't have any pockets, I just have a bag.
Make a sleight of hand check. Go Don.
Oh no.
What's your passive perception?
More than 8.
Mine is a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, Henry's is a 12.
You kind of feel some ruffling in your bag.
Oi, 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 oi! And I'll reach in and I'll swat it, whatever it is.
Kane begins to kind of look through some of the books as well. He's just perusing. Same thing with Shriek. They're just kind of looking around. Kane just kind of looks over to you guys like, what should we do now?
I guess I'll get up and I'll take a look at let me take a book off the shelf.
Okay. Yeah, roll a d20. Or d12, sorry.
1d12. Coming in hot. A 9.
Shit, sorry.
I know that a down already got a 9. Do you want me to roll again?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he already got an 8. Do you want me to roll again?
Send it again. One more time.
Joke's on us. There's only 12 books in here.
There we go. 6.
You kind of go over to one of the shelves. You pull off a book, and it's just a plain, like kind of like lavender type colored leather. And you open it up, and it's a biography of a forgotten king. You kind of read through a little bit, and it discusses some information of like a small kind of self-sufficient kingdom that kind of was blessed by God. But it's a pretty good book. It's got a lot of info. It's really, really informative. Talks about like this kingdom being identified. The dates in there are centuries old. Discusses of like it. Just all sorts of information about trade and the things the king had done, and the slew of children he had, and these the weapons they were given by the god.
Does it say where this kingdom was by chance?
You kind of look through, and it doesn't really say much about the kingdom, but the king's last name was Valeria.
Hmm. After I've finished like skimming through, pulling out the important parts of what I think is important, I'll just put it back.
Okay.
I think. You know what? Did anybody comb the room for like hidden switches and stuff?
No.
The only thing Adon did was look at the painting.
I would like to search the room for any sort of hidden buttons or switches.
So, a couple things in this room. There is a door to the south, a door to the west. There is a door. There are two doors on the north side, one to the left, one to the right, and the massive fireplace. Whoever wants to kind of comb this room, feel free to roll investigation. And I'll probably roll for. Let's see, Kane and Shriek, because they're like, yeah, it's a good idea.
14.
All right, so looks like the only person that had really good. Oh wait, was that your investigation of the painting, Adon?
No, this is a new one.
Just now. Oh yeah, duh. You're looking around over through the books, and Henry is pulling books to see if maybe one creates a passage or something like that. You don't notice anything, and Adon, you walk over and you kind of are shimming around with some of the pokers and stuff that's in the actual fireplace, like the little holder of the thingamajig, and you pull up one of the poker, and you hear this scraping of stone within the fireplace.
Henry,
Yeah.
I think I got something.
Oh, is that right? What do you got?
I don't know. I'm not gonna walk in there.
I'll come over.
You're right here, and you can see there's like now like an open way behind this massive fireplace.
Ooh, I'm gonna walk in there.
Oh, the fire's still going.
The fire
Except
is
so-
on.
I'm okay. What can we do? How do we? Do you have a big blanket or something?
No, but I can do this. I'll get in front of the fire and I'll use another charge of lightning lunge to get past it.
Okay.
Dart into the
You
other
just
side.
see him just like basically sprint through and floom, with electric.
All right. What do I see?
Okay. How do I do it?
You don't. Have fun.
Resting on the floor of the smoke-filled room, Henry,
Mm-hmm.
is a closed chest surrounded by piles of gold, silver, and copper coins. The fittings and crawled feet on the chest are evidence of great workmanship. Attached to the east wall are two torch sconces. The southernmost one holds a torch with an intricate metal base, and the other one is empty. A skeleton in broken plate armor lies against the wall. The skeleton's right hand is on its throat, and the left hand holds the matching torch from the empty sconce.
Seeing the torch in his hand and the missing one, I will pick it up and place it back in the sconce.
You throw it back in the sconce, and you can see there's like a false wall in here, and there's a lever that heads further east.
I'm afraid to touch this chest. Can I
Do it.
inspect this chest for any sort of like traps or anything?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Oh, please be good. It's not as good as I wanted.
It's not bad. I mean, it's a really hefty chest, and like I said, there's like gold coins and copper and silver kind of sprawled out on the floor in front of it and around it.
Okay. I'm gonna reach down and grab a single piece.
Of coin.
Yes.
Want a gold coin? Okay. Yeah, you kind of pick it up and pocket it.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. Just, Adon, why don't you find a way to put the fire out?
Oh, now you need my help.
No, I don't need your help, but I want to share what I found.
Oh, I'm sure you do. We already have it all in your pockets. Oh, you don't have pockets. That's right.
That is correct.
What do you want me to do? You want me to
I don't know.
ask a blue guy if he
there's-
can put some water on it with a staff? I don't know what you want me to do.
There's a rug in there. Probably take some of the rug and just put out the fire.
All right, I'll turn to the others and ask them to help me move some stuff off here. Off the table and the couches and try to get this rug out.
Okay. It's easy enough. You guys are moving some things out of the way. And kind of, are you gonna cut the rug itself, or are you just gonna like take the whole thing?
If
It's pretty
we
big.
can, okay, yeah, I'll try to get it cut then to a decent sized piece.
Okay, you guys kind of like you guys roughly like cut through it, you know, and have a rug. You're just gonna toss it over the fire.
Yeah.
Okay, kind of, and the smoke kind of starts to build here and kind of goes up the chimney, but it's eventually douses. You can see Kane just like pull out his cup and makes it create water, and he just like pours out a cup of water. He's like, that should help.
Thank you.
Thanks, kid. So I found. Hopefully, it's useful. I'm a little unwary of it, but it seems to be a large chest and plenty of coin in here.
Okay.
I guess I'll start pulling some of the coin away from the chest.
Okay. Just the coin on the ground, just gonna pull it away.
Just imagine you have a stick and you're like pulling them towards you one by one.
God. How many gold pieces would be?
There's about 50 gold pieces here.
Okay.
100 silver pieces.
Okay.
And 2,000 copper.
Jesus. So the copper.
Those gold ones look filthy. I could take those, and you could take the nice clean copper ones.
Oh yeah.
And as you guys are starting to, as you start kind of picking some of it up, you notice they're all kind of stamped with Strahd's silhouette.
Yeah, no, you can take 10 of these gold pieces, yeah, and everybody
But
else is
they're
gonna
all
get...
dirty.
Nope. Everybody's gonna get 10.
Interesting.
Everybody's also gonna get 20.
Well, who's gonna hold on to
20 silver pieces.
threads for now?
I will hold on to threads for now, and I'll give it to him when we...
Interesting.
Everybody else gets 20 silver pieces.
Oh yeah. Let me do that on theirs, since they're not here.
So 10. Oh, I have a total of 13 gold.
Are you gonna do it one by one, or are you gonna do the thing where you can like magic key it?
Oh, I like that idea better. Hold on.
I'm already changing it in my inventory.
Change it back.
No. Okay.
Not gonna lie, I kind of checked out. So
10.
he tried.
No. Okay.
Oh, wait, how much
2,000 copper pieces is 200.
Divided by 5 is
silver
400.
pieces.
Hold on, I'll do it.
No, you can't. You can't. No, there's not a bank here to transfer it.
Yeah, there is.
Boom,
We got
transferred. Boom,
Hey,
transferred.
up yours.
you. There we go.
Transferred.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go to grandma's house.
Gold has been transferred.
Beautiful.
What now?
Well, let's see if we can get this chest open. Does there seem to be a lock on the chest, or?
Like there's like a keyhole for it. You could check to see if it's locked.
I would
I'm gonna
like
go
to.
over here. Walk to the other corner.
Yes, I would like to. I would like to check and see if
Sleep
it's
with my crossbow.
currently locked.
Uh, you kind of lift it a bit, and it's not locked. The lid moves a bit.
Let's hoist that bad boy.
Okay. You lift it up. You lift it. I'm not laughing at you. This is just what's happening. Because JD's so already like traumatized by
Yep.
chests. You lift it up, and there's just like a gas emanates from the chest and fills this chamber. I need you and Adon to make Constitution saving throws.
Copy that.
He's like, God damn it, he gets me every time.
Is this considered magical?
No.
Okay.
Nice try though. Good effort.
No. Come
Oh no. The gas kind of fill. And the best part is Magnus this message. He's just leaving work now, so he'll be a little bit later than he got stuck there a little bit later than usual. But the gas fills this chamber, and you guys kind of like cough and breathe it in, and you guys are both paralyzed.
Well,
I don't want any more loot.
I did the best I could.
Oh god.
Paralyzed. So we can still speak, yeah?
Paralyzed. You're incapacitated and can't move or speak.
Oh.
You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. You're basically frozen.
Amazing.
But we're not taking any damage, right? Not yet.
No damage.
This is why Mom doesn't love you two anymore.
A moment passes, and Kane just kind of like pokes his head through, and like this chamber is like filled with Magnus, you're not in the room. You're outside in the study, while Henry and Adon kind of went in to kind of look. Kane just kind of pieces. Are you okay? And you guys are just frozen there in place, like kind of just like all seized up. He can't even see you. He can't even see you, Adon. You look like one of the skeletons, like on the wall, just like slump. Yeah, I don't really know how to play this because you guys are like really paralyzed.
All right, back to Thrud.
That's like, you know what? That's fair.
Excellent segue.
And now with the heartbeat at the basement. Yeah, it's still beating down here, guys. Don't worry.
We found a heart. You
Yeah.
found the booty hole.
Magnus, I got you. Thrud, you're on the staircase, and it's been quiet. You haven't heard from this Esmeralda character, or your friends, or Rahadin. It's just silence. Besides the
I guess Thrud is going to try and find his way to the chapel Esmeralda mentioned.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can head south if you'd like, back to the Great Entry.
I'm assuming it's the door to the right.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This door to the right has very, very, very ornate carvings and stuff on it of like ravens and other type like trees and stuff. Are you just gonna go through there?
Door.
You open the door and you kind of see there's a grand hallway that kind of sits before you. It's choked with dust and it stretches into the darkness ahead. You can kind of see like it goes for like 100 so feet, and kind of ends with like you can kind of barely see out of the range of your dark vision there. of like another doorway. These webs hang from the arched ceiling above like drapes, and there are life-sized statues of knights that line the hallway on both sides. And it's just very strange that like it's just a hallway that heads straight down. There's this line with knights in armor.
Kind of cracking the door and noticing this. Thread's just gonna kind of like lean down and pick Spot up and kind of put him on his shoulder,
Okay.
and he's just gonna kind of start making his way in.
Okay. You kind of enter the hallway, and you're walking, and it's once again like that thrumming sound, that beating that you heard is fading now as you kind of enter another section of the castle. And the knights on both sides of the hallway seem like their eyes are watching you. As you kind of continue down the hallway, you can see like there's like a faint glow that seems to just watch you kind of walk by.
There's just gonna kind of like take note of this as he's walking down, and kind of once he reaches the end, he's gonna turn and kind of slowly look to just like up one side and then down the other, and then he's just gonna kind of give him the best salute he can that
Mhm.
he's familiar with.
Kind of like put your fist up to your chest.
Trying to not make sure Spot falls off before kind of just doing like a small nod and opening up the doors that are now behind him.
Yep. Behind you, there's double doors, and above the doors is a symbol beaten in bronze that looks like a rising sun or a setting sun. Can't tell which one it is, but there's like a sun symbol up above it. You kind of swing the doors open like they're unlocked, and you kind of enter this room, and it's a completely different vibe. The dim colored light filters through the tall, broken, and boarded up windows of stained glass, illuminating the ancient chapel of Ravenloft. A few bats flutter about near the top of the 90-foot high domed ceiling. A balcony runs the length of the west wall, kind of right above the doorway there where you're standing.
Mhm.
In the center of the balcony, there's two dark shapes that are slumped in tall chairs. You're looking around this room, and you see the benches are coated with centuries of dust lie. Sorry. Benches coated with centuries of dust lie about the floor in a jumbled disarray. Beyond the debris, lit by a piercing shaft of light, an altar stands upon a stone platform. The sides of the altar are carved with bas reliefs of angelic figures entwined with grapevines. The light from above falls directly on a silver statuette, and a cloaked figure is draped over the altar, and a black mace lies on the floor near its feet.
Kind of a shot in the dark, but would Thrud be able to tell if any of like the figures that are depicted are like they anyone religious wise that is well known?
Um, it's I'm not even gonna make you roll because it's more of like just almost generic, I would say.
Okay.
It's almost like there's not any defining features besides like the wings.
Then in that case, Thrud is going to walk up to the altar, and I'm assuming he can't tell if whatever this person or thing is whole, because obviously on the map I could tell that it's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Since it's cloaked. He's gonna kind of reach out and gingerly like touch a piece of the cloak at first, just to see if there's any sort of reaction. And then if there's not, he's gonna kind of just pull it back.
Yeah, you kind of put your hand on there, and there's no movement.
Kind of pulling it back. I'm assuming he's just skeleton laying there.
Yep. It's like a half-rotted face.
Are there any features he can make out? Maybe to tell him like what race this is.
It is like it's been here. They've been here for quite some time. It's extremely difficult. It's a humanoid.
Um.
Um, it's this it's like a very very handsome fur-lined black cloak. It's embroidered with golden thread. Um, you can see like within the corpse, or the corpse is wearing a suit of chainmail, um, and there's the black mace that's like kind of at your feet at this point.
Okay, I guess I'll ask this question. Is this a whole skeleton or is it like missing
This map,
pieces?
don't focus on the map because this is like a map I purchased online. Because like I was telling you guys last week, they're
Yeah.
all 3D maps. I don't know why they decided to do that. I think it was probably just whatever image texture they
okay.
had available. But it's like a corpse that's been there for quite some time and is like half rotted, and it's like full suit of armor. It's got that nice fur-lined cloak.
I was asking because I was curious, like if Third could maybe like visualizing the size of this, if he could like try to like size it up to somebody in the party to get an idea of roughly how tall this person was.
It's just like average height. I don't know, like 5'6"
Uh, kind of.
And like I said, there's like this statue that is just sitting there. That it's like this corpse has its hand on, and it's dead. The corpse is dead. Who knew?
So I'm just gonna.
The corpse is dead. Who knew?
Thorn would like to
Sorry.
untie the cloak.
Mhm.
He's gonna kind of like roll it up and just kind of like stick it in his bag, and then
Okay.
he's going
You can put in your inventory cloak worth 250 gold pieces. Yeah, it's a nice cloak.
Oh, Jesus. Excuse me. I apologize.
He would then like to attempt to pick this body up to move it off of the altar just to get a better look at this statue. I don't know if it's gonna like, fall apart in his hands or anything.
Oh yeah.
But he's gonna move it off of there, and then I want to look at the statue it was reaching out to touch at first.
Yeah. So you move the body, no problem. This is the statue that you see. It just looks like to be some sort of holy priest or something, kind of like kneeling down, hands out.
Not really spending time in chapels or anything. Would this be something Thrud would be like a familiar thing, maybe just from like overhearing people talk? Would Thrud kind of be able to piece together what maybe this means?
Even if you were in churches and places like that, it just doesn't.
Not
It just
what it makes
seems
sense.
like a statue. Yeah, it's just a statue. It's just chilling here.
Then in that case, Thrud would like to investigate this mace.
Okay.
Thread would like to rage. I don't understand.
Oh, I actually have an item for that. I can just put it in your inventory for the cloak. I didn't realize that. My bad.
Oh, you want me to get rid of that one then?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that way it has like the weight tied to it and everything. It has details so you can see it.
Okay.
You kind of pick up. You're just picking up the mason, gonna like look at it and see what it looks like.
Yes.
Well, how about this? I'll let you look at it first, so you can see if you're willing to grab it.
Man, I don't want to add any more to my weight. I got that nice number.
Yeah. Hey, but this is what the mace looks like. It's got like these skulls kind of tied in with like sharp blades on the side, and kind of has this faint glow to it. It's a vicious looking mace. It's stylized horror faced flanges and an intricate carved pattern along its handle. It's nice.
Thrud is just going to pick it up because the curiosity has now literally killed this cat, and
Mhm.
he is intrigued
the
by
cat
whatever
you
this
have?
is. Yeah, so
Spot?
this Spot has died twice.
But yeah, you pick it up and yours. You want to just tuck it away or whatever?
Or
Yeah.
kind of putting that somewhere on his person. Thread's gonna just kind of like take a minute and let the noise settle down because I'm sure he's probably made some noise and it's just echoing around in here.
It's like definitely quiet here. It's like eerie, but like you can hear the rain fall outside like the windows, and some of the windows are shattered from the stained glass, but you can kind of hear that kind of, and it's kind of peaceful in here.
Um, Thread's gonna just go sit down on a bench and he's gonna take a minute. Does he hear any of the screaming that Esmeralda told him about?
Not at this time.
Um,
It's pretty quiet. Make a perception check as well,
oh
as
shit.
you're just kind of taking a seat and just trying to like take in your surroundings.
Oh, what did I do? What did I do? Can you reshare the map with me? I accidentally did something
Oh,
and
yeah,
now it
you're
was
good, man.
fully black for me. Okay,
I got
that
you.
was weird. Perception check?
Yeah. You don't hear anything, but you see a small object kind of floating your way from up north. Like it's a small object, maybe floating 4 feet above the ground.
So just gonna kind of like look at it intently. Has he seen anything like this before in their time here in Barovia?
No, absolutely not. It seems like a some sort of static item. Roll a d6 for me. Okay. Um, as um, as it kind of comes closer to you, it's about 20 feet away from you now. As you kind of look and you're seeing it, it seems to be like a silver platter with a lid, just floating your way. Um, and it eventually comes up to be like 5 feet in front of you, like just a floating platter and with a lid. Um, and he lifts open the lid to the platter, and you can see there's just a bunch of moldy scones, and it's like it seems like either a spirit or something is offering you a scone to eat.
Kind of watching this as it gets closer and finally kind of realizing what it is as it lifts the lid up. Thread's gonna kind of like lean in a little bit just to see what it is. And then kind of maybe piecing together that something is offering him this. He's gonna reach out and take one. Thank you. Don't know your name, but thank you.
The lid kind of closes and then starts to leave.
Does it keep going south or does it go back up north?
It goes up north and then eventually to a point where it curls around like another entryway into the chapel, and then just out of sight.
So it's gonna kind of like just sit there to watch it just to see where it goes. Well, that is interesting. And he's gonna kind of just move his hand over and put the scone in front of Spot just to see what Spot's reaction is to the scone.
Spot's kind of just sniffs it. There's no reaction.
Let's see. Well, then in that case, Thread would like to get up and kind of just finish exploring this chapel, see if he finds anything else.
You can see that Spot's following you intently with the scone still in your hand, like meow, 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 and is like licking his lips as much as a skeletal cat could.
Thread will set the scone down on the ground.
You can see Spot just kind of starts nuzzling it around the ground, starts to eat part of the moldy part, and you're like, ew. I don't know where you want to note this, but Spot has gained a point of inspiration.
Do I have anything? I don't have a note for Spot.
Gotta take chances here, dudes, or else your cats are gonna get all the cool loot.
The cat's fucking cooler than me any day of the week.
Oh, hey, I feel that.
Kind of watching him like eat this, Thread's gonna like a little
Kinda shudder a bit.
flabbergasted. No, Thread's not even like shuddering. He's more like flabbergasted that he's eating the scone, but he would not touch the meat Thread offered him earlier. And Thread's just gonna kind of like take a mental note of that. Like, okay, interesting.
Spot has a sweet tooth.
Nom, nom, nom.
Spot is Thread's inner fat kid.
As you kind of look around the room here, there's the double doors you entered into the main hallway, but then there's two other exits, two additional, one up north, one up south. There's a southern chapel access and a northern chapel access, and then like the main entryway doors.
Being close to the southern side already, that's where Thread's gonna kind of like check first. I'm assuming what's in front of me now is what you mean by another entrance. Okay.
Yeah. You kind of look in here, you can see this arched room connects the vast chamber to the east and the landing of a staircase to the west. To the left of the landing, well, if you went out there, to the left of the landing, the stairs curl down into darkness. To the right of the stairs, climb it into the thick drapes of cobwebs. There's alcoves to the north and south, walls holding 8-foot tall sculptures of helmed knights with bright blades. And you try to look through it, but you can see there's black shadows that obscure their face. No matter what you do, it just seems like there's like, almost like there's like a blur over it of just shadow.
Kind of taking a mental note of the knights. Those kind of like give it a small shrug since magic's not super his forte, but making his way to the staircase and noticing that the upper path just hasn't seemed to really be touched, he's going to make his way down.
Okay. Where does this come down? Huh. Trying to figure out. Is that one? Oh, here we go. You find yourself dropped here. As you kind of head down, you can see there's fluttering torches and iron sconces that illuminate this spiral staircase. A chill wind rushes down the circling staircase, seeming to kill the very heat of the torches. You eventually come down to an area where there's a landing. The spiral staircase leads further down, and there's a hallway here that extends northward with a door.
Kind of hitting the landing and just immediately seeing the door. Thread's just gonna make his way to it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
You're good. You can move now. So you open that doorway. Are you heading in that hallway? Because this hallway connects to a bigger hallway.
Yeah,
You're looking
I'll head
outside in there. Let's see. Whoops, wrong button. This hall stands in deadly silence. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot high ceiling, and there's fog that clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies less than 3 feet above it. A giant shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure shuffles purposely down the corridor towards you. This figure has a very strange shape to it.
Looks like a
Excuse
ball
me.
sack.
Yeah. You know, eventually kind of rushes up, kind of towards your direction. This figure can't be, now that's in the fog. Sorry. can't be more than like 4'9", 4'8", very very short, and it's hunched over. Um, oh my god, this is weird. Uh,
Watch out for Quasimodo threat.
I didn't think you guys would get to hear.
Oh my.
Well, in general, just like
Yeah. I thought you guys would be dead.
yeah, straight up. Let's see. This character kind of scurries up to you, Rudd,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Hello,
I'm
my name's
assuming you didn't-
Cyrus.
Okay, I was about to ask if you said hello or no.
Hello."
It was just how it came out.
Just runs up to you. No.
The NPCs we've met, I would not be surprised.
Threat
Rudd's
breaks
gonna-
the fourth wall.
Kind of look down at him. Hello, Cyrus. My name is Thrud.
Oh, hello, Thread. Sorry. Oh, hello. Goodbye. There's so much going on in this. I've got like 4 maps open. I'm trying to find out where people are. God,
Bless you, sir.
I'm dying. over here.
blessed be you. Why'd you guys do this to me?
What have you done?
He kind of just looks strange. The first thing that sets off for you, Thrud, is this very, very, very odd scales on his face. He's got almost like cat-like ears on top of his head. One of his feet is like, you can hear it pitter patter as you walk up to you, and now that he's like up close to you, notice it's like the foot of like a duck. It's like a duck foot. You can tell he's some sort of hobbled together, strange entity. And he's like, are you here? Do you need help finding your room? May I escort you to your room?
Honestly, I didn't know there were rooms down here.
Oh, yes, there are a lot of rooms here in the castle. The master loves to have a lot of rooms to have all sorts of fun things happen and all sorts of things. So, do you need me to lead you to your room to retire for the night?
No, but I do appreciate the offer. I'm just kind of
Mm,
was a bit lost in my own thoughts for the time being.
mm. One thing you notice as well is there's this key kind of hanging off his neck.
Forgive me, Cyrus. I'm rather new here. Do you mind me asking what you do here in the castle?
Me, I'm just a servant. I do things. I keep things on the up and up. But typically just keep an eye on things down here. Make sure everyone's where they need to be and at their rooms and whatever, whatever Master Strahd would require, I do. It may not be the best job, but somebody's got to do it.
I appreciate your dedication.
Yes, very dedicated, as you can see.
You know what, on second thought, would you mind actually showing me to a room that way when I do get ready to kind of rest for the night? I would know where to go. I don't have to bother you later.
For sure. That is great. It's actually right back the way you came. Give me 1 second. He kind of leads you back out the door you came in. God, Magnus, are you here? I heard a bleep bloop.
Yes.
Hi, buddy. Christ. Okay.
No.
Holy fuck. I was not prepared for this. There's like an 8-page thing of like what he's like, what his drives and what he's doing. It's hilarious. This fucking strange dude.
It's Frankenstein's
Incorrect.
amalgamation.
Dude, I don't know. Let me share it again just so Magnus can see because it's so fucking odd.
He's a beautiful little creature. You leave him alone.
He's something. He definitely looks like a Cyrus.
Okay. He says, all right, Fred, stay close with me. And he kind of like takes like not your hand, but he kind of like puts his hand like on your arm like this to kind of make sure like you don't get lost. He's like, come on, follow me. And he's much shorter than you, so it's kind of funny.
We'll be doing like those little like pitter patter footsteps an adult does following a little kid, just to keep
Yes.
pace.
Mm-hmm. You get to about the middle of the room, and he steps on a stone, and you hear a clack. Oh my God! See area. Oh, Jesus Christ! Holy fuck! I got diagrams. This is incredible.
Oh no! When you
Holy fuck!
when you break through a map, find the hidden area.
What?
Russell walked right by the caution tape.
Oh, dude, yeah. They're. Okay.
How to break your DM, make a barbarian, and make him smart.
Like.
It's a active construction, and it's just like I'm gonna
There's,
stick
like,
my feet in that.
There's like literally
Stop
a
me, I
like.
can't read.
There's like literally like a whole ass diagram set up right now.
I can't. It's an
For this
overwhelming urge. Well, prepare for a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Congratulations, I've won D&D. I've broken the DM.
Straight up, I'm just like, huh?
I'll take my awards.
What?
Thank you, thank you.
Uh,
Who needs Hadron in the spooky session?
so the dusty corridor here, as he's leading you down, he stepped on this very, very specific spot here. Whoops.
Oh, okay, I wasn't in the right
And
room.
yep, you're good. You suddenly start rising up. The middle of the thing, it's actually a compartment. Jesus Christ! When the trap is sprung, you notice that as you step on it, these two metal concealed portcullises drop from the ceiling, trapping you in this room. They go fring fring with Cyrus. Trapping. You suddenly hear the turning of gears and chains, and gas starts to fill this compartment with you and Cyrus. He's like, "Oh no! Oh no!" I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Jesus Christ. Cyrus, where are you?
Constitution save, you said?
Yeah. Where is he? Okay. The first round, you guys save it. Okay. It's jetting up. It's 10-foot cube of granite. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I probably should have asked. Would danger sense have kind of went off as he started to step on that?
Let me see the specifics. It's only things that affect dexterity saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ, I lost my spot. Okay. Okay. Right now, the elevator is jetting up. You feel the weight kind of hit you as it's sending you up somewhere. You got 6 seconds. What are you doing? This gas is still filling this chamber.
So, just so I'm aware, is this more of a are we talking like a tube setting all the way around, or is it just wall open?
It's well, right now it's the portcullis fell, so you're trapped inside this basically room.
Okay,
There's
so
like
they were kind of
metal
like
bars.
so they were like giant ends essentially, kind of making a cube around us.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yes.
that's I was a little confused as to why we're
Yep.
panicking when we could have just walked forward.
Yeah. There's portcullises that kind of slam down and kind of trapped you in this like 10-foot kind of cube at this point.
And you said it's already taking us up, right?
Yeah, you got 6 seconds. What do you want to do? You feel it. You're jetting up. You guys that are up in the other rooms in the study at this point still.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this trap go off. It's that loud. Yeah, all Don's doing is moving his eyes. It's like, oh shit.
Man,
Thrud would like to find whatever wall he can, and he's gonna try to swing at it with his great axe.
Okay.
While popping a rage as he's swinging at it.
Okay. Make a just straight up attack roll. Okay. You kind of slam into it, and it's like you slam into the stone part, and you're like, oh fuck, and like it just seems to just graze off of it and like not really get anywhere. And Cyrus is like, oh Jesus, oh God, oh God, don't breathe it in. And you go slamming other walls and shit too. It's like this is a very very well fortified trap. So that's your turn. This shaft like hits the top part of wherever it ends, and you get jettisoned up into the ceiling of this elevator thing. Make a dexterity saving throw. That you get advantage on because it's part of the trap.
Okay.
We get 18. Okay. You crush your body into the top of it, taking suffering.
And whatever I take, I have resistance if it is bludgeoning.
That's not right. Hold on. 10d8 damage.
Jesus.
52 divided by 2.
26.
26.
Yeah. 26 points of damage as you're like crunched into the top ceiling. The metal portcullises that kind of trapped you both in here kind of raise. Make another Constitution saving throw as this gas is starting to spill out, but you're still kind of under the effects of it. Where's Cyrus? He's got to do it too. Okay then. As you kind of like, your head's ringing, your ears are ringing, and you're like on the ground prone, you're breathing this in, you kind of slowly drift out of consciousness. You're unsure if it's from the gas or the impact itself.
I guess I should ask: is this whatever this gas is technically a poison?
It is. Let me see.
Because if it is, I
Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? It is not a poison.
okay.
It's more of a magical effect.
Okay, that brings into question would the other half of what Thrud is technically give him advantage on the saving throw,
Let's
or was it?
see.
Is that not technically a spell?
It's
Either way, I don't
It's-
care. I'm just curious.
I don't think it's a spell.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's kind of tough to say. It's not a poison. It's not a gas, but it's not like a
I would say if
like
nobody
the
casts
gas
it, it's
itself.
not a spell.
The gas itself is magical.
Okay, then
I don't know.
then
What do you think?
by that logic, I would say no, since nobody like quote unquote cast a spell.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would say no.
Correct. It was just part of the trap.
So, okay. Okay.
Technically, it's a gray area.
I'm just taking the big sleep.
Okay. Let's see. Opens that. You are going to end up wherever the fuck that is on the map. Jesus H Christ.
You're welcome.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let me find out where this dude's taking you. He's not dragging your body somewhere.
Just for you, buddy.
Where was it? Where did it say? I apologize. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. Goes all the way up there. Okay. You are now. Holy fuck.
Only the best for you.
No, somebody's got to. Oh, here we go. I want to see where he's taking you at this point. Lost it. Like, there's literally like a fucking book on this trap. Jesus Christ. I'm not kidding.
Been kidnapped.
I'm the best.
Been threatened.
I have a fucking map for it. I'm gonna show you for a split second so you see the shit I'm dealing with here.
Oh hell yeah, I love it.
Like nuts.
Put me in call check and keep fighting.
I know, right? Okay. Is something? I just read it. Getting like freaking stage frighting here.
No, it's my job.
Character. Or did I like miss? I might be looking at the. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's why it's not there. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, 49. There you are there. Okay, now I gotta find the map for that. Jeebus. I wish this was like. Aha. Is that the room I need? The other ones? Aha. We're in it to win it now. I got you. You are asleep. Whoops. Dragged here. Put on that couch. You won't
I'm
be
assuming
able
I
to see
can.
it. You
Do
are
I still need the
unconscious.
cellars of Castle Ravenloft open?
You can close that for now if you want.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna clean up my screen here too. Holy fuck. So
Can I
you're asleep at the moment.
can I get rid of the main floor map as well?
Sure.
Okay, I'm trying to clear mine.
Alright. Now I gotta share this for. Hold on. I'll be right back. You guys can catch up Magnus for a quick second.
We're dead.
Yeah, I think I got most of the stuff.
Yeah, somebody was getting a little greedy.
I got an alchemy book, I heard.
Yeah. I found it on the shelves. And you were like, give me that. So I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then somebody was being a little loot goblin, and then he got me trapped too.
Yeah, so it's a chest that you guys opened, or is it a
No,
separate thing that you guys
no,
triggered?
it's a chest that Henry opened.
Right. Okay. And
Just
then
want to be clear.
there's like gas or like something that paralyzed
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Gas came out and paralyzed us.
Meant to be. So, this is perfect. I'm glad you're back. You guys are still paralyzed, even after hearing this. And Kane, you heard the sounds of this elevator trap getting engaged, followed up by an extremely loud crashing sound, like like a meteor, essentially, just echoes throughout the whole castle. But as you're kind of looking through the fireplace, you can see Henry's stuck and he's like not moving at all. As the gas kind of starts to fade away and get kind of almost eaten away by the flames.
There are no flames. Oh, the torch.
Oh yeah,
Sorry. There's a torch going, but that's it.
And the flames are out. Sorry.
Uh, do I need to roll initiative as well?
No, no.
Okay.
And you are correct of your assumption before when you messaged me about lesser restoration.
Okay, cool. Yeah, seeing Henry like not moving, I'll rush over there and see what's going on. I'll probably like, be crouching like in the entrance of the fireplace and be like, Henry, everything all right? Adon? Did you hear that? They don't even like turn to me.
They can't move. They can't speak.
Okay.
You see like Henry kind of like is frozen in like a point of almost trying to grab his throat.
Okay. I'll like step around and like see if Adon's in the same condition.
Don's like blasted up against the wall with a crossbow just frozen.
I'll just go up to Adon and be like, I'll like poke him a little bit, Adon.
You can see his eyes move.
Okay. Am I able to tell that they are paralyzed without making a check? Or
I mean, your studies at the Alchemy Guild, like especially with the spell that you know, like you would understand that like the symptoms of it.
okay, gotcha. Yeah, then I'll take out some like powder and like kind of fling it over you and cast lesser restoration on you and see if that works.
Yeah. You finally feel the tension kind of release.
Well, all right. Well, we're good. Let's go.
Oh, it worked. Well, just one second.
He's dead. He's dead. Leave him.
Wow.
I don't believe you for a second. And I'll do the same thing with Henry over there.
You see as you sprinkle the powder and cast lesser restoration, you can see the electricity the static kind of run up his ears, and he kind of releases from his paralysis.
What did you guys do?
Yeah. What did we do, Henry?
Henry's mouth still doesn't work. He's shook.
Well, I found this. I picked up this thing, and then this wall opened, and then Henry went in because he was being a little loot goblin, and then he let me come in. We put out the fire, and then he picked up the gold and he distributed the gold, and then he opened the chest, and we got paralyzed. Got that?
Is the chest currently open?
Yeah.
I'll like from like over Henry's shoulder. I'll like look inside and see if it's just.
You look inside.
Empty.
The chest is empty except for a single ring.
Oh, there's something in here, but no more gas.
It's like a silver and gold ring, and one side of it has this like actual has
Paralyzed.
a setting on the ring that looks like a small heater shield.
Mm. Don, do you want to come pick this up with your?
No.
I was gonna say with your mage hand. I guess I could do
Oh,
it, but it
well,
would make more sense if you did.
oh, okay. I'll do it. I'll do it then. If you don't feel comfortable,
But just less liability. If you get frozen again, it won't help if I'm also frozen.
yes. Okay. I'll cast Mage Hand and try to
I'll step out of the room.
pick up the.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll get back here behind the wall too. Peek
Kind of
around.
float your hand in. It kind of lifts up. You can see the ring's now floating. Does it bring it to you?
What do you think? Where do you want it?
Um, well, I could identify it, I guess, while you're holding it, but it will take
Ring of
some time.
paralyzing people.
Well,
That's
the
what it is.
fact that it didn't happen immediately is a good sign, at least upon moving.
All right. I'll drop it into Kane's hands.
Okay.
Wait, what?
It kind of floats over towards
Throw
you.
it.
Yeah, I don't think I would be ready for it, so I'm just catching it in my hands, not realizing.
And it
Does
looks like
anything
this.
bad happen?
No.
Okay. Okay.
That's dope.
Well, it looks pretty cool.
Ring of coolness.
And it didn't seem to paralyze me when you threw it at my hand.
It doesn't look like a paralyzing ring.
You never know.
Yes, true.
Well, I would identify this, but did you guys hear that massive explosion sound almost? Something really bad happening? Or was that you guys?
I don't know. No,
Not you
it
guys.
was not us. But I think Henry said he saw a lever here, so maybe we should check it out.
There's like a false door on the other side in the chamber that's kind of directly across from this secret entrance here.
Henry,
And
you want to
There's like
do
a spot you can unlock that door as well.
go for it, Henry?
Just move out of the way.
He's I don't know. He's away from keyboard. He didn't even tell us he was gonna be away.
All right, fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Just
Lift it up. Are you opening that?
I'm gonna
Just check
try.
for any more gas or anything. Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like put my shirt up over my face.
Okay.
There you go.
You kind of open in this other kind of secret doorway, and you can see there's a hallway here. This ancient hall is choked with spider webs broken by a single clear path down its center.
I'm gonna go in deeper. I say through my shirt.
I'll keep a distance, and then if anything bad happens, I also realized I don't really actually have the capability of unparalyzing you guys again, so try to avoid that.
You want to go first?
Okay. What? No, that's not what I was suggesting at all. I was suggesting caution.
Freak. Okay. I'll approach the next set of doors
There's
warily.
another set of double doors at the end of the hallway here. Are you opening them? Sorry.
I'll like give them a push and step back really quickly. Like
Push, step back. This looks like a kind of another kind of web-filled room. And as the doors kind of open at this point, did you open it?
yeah, I think so now.
You can hear the rain and thunder outside, and the air here is cold and damp. Veils and curtains of webbing filled the room, making it hard to gauge its width and depth. And a single narrow path leads to the dark center of the room, where a rope dangles from high above.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't feel too safe about this. Is anybody good at climbing?
Um, I guess seeing that Adon hasn't triggered seemingly any more traps, I'll stare heading up.
Okay.
Just that
You can
rope.
see there's just like this rope just in the center of the room where there's a small pathway that's not obscured by webbing.
Uh, hmm. I'll kind of glance over it. Well, I guess I could climb up it. Can we see like where it leads, or does it kind
Uh,
of just go off
as
into
you
the
look
dark?
up and you guys start kind of looking into it, you can see it connects to a large great bell that's mounted up above about 50 feet up above you.
Oh, I guess
Oh,
this might not be a climbing rope.
oh.
No.
Well, I guess it's cool. I don't know.
I could climb up anyway. Is there like a platform above
No, this
where the
is just
bell
a
is?
rope that goes right to where the dinger of a bell is. I don't know.
Oh, it's dinger.
I'm
You know what
sure
that
there's a
means?
word. I'm sure there's a word for the apparatus part of the bell that rings it. But you're calculating it and you're looking like it's not really an easy way to climb it and then get anywhere. It looks like it just ends at the top, like it's just a domed room.
I'll light a torch and start burning away these cobwebs.
Okay, you're working on that.
Uh, and you said so it's like a complete dome. It's not like any
Yeah,
windows out.
there's it's like open on the sides, so that way, like obviously, when this bell is rung, it could be heard throughout the
Yeah.
castle and outside.
How can I go like through one of those windows there just to look?
Yeah, you kind of
Or are they
you go.
pretty high up?
Oh, those are like, so here where you're at, it's all solid wall, and at the top, there's openings near the bell. About
Okay,
50 feet
I
down.
will climb up the wall.
Okay, so you start climbing up the wall, and in Adon, you're like, what the fuck? As you just see, like, Kane just start fucking Spider-Man climbing up the wall. Um, and eventually make it up. Make a perception check. You get about halfway up the wall,
Yep. Ew.
and up the hill.
Uh, and I think I'm looking all around, but I especially want to try to see the direction where that massive sound seemed to come from.
Uh, that sound, let me see in relation to everything else, came like from the southern section of like south of you guys, but underneath and up above at the same time. It was
Also,
like a,
the
it
swinging
was like
part
a,
of the bell is called the clapper.
oh, the clapper. Ew. Um, word. Uh, let's see. As you kind of are climbing up the wall, you start to see like a strange shape up near like house near where the bell is like kind of fitted up in the ceiling, and then you see it shift a bit, and then you see four other shapes shift,
Huh.
and they just drop from the ceiling and land in front of Adon as you're about halfway through the room, burning the shit, burning the
Cobwebs?
yeah, cobwebs.
I think I found what made the cobwebs.
Ah, there we
Oh,
go.
and they're gone. Oh, and they're back.
It was gone.
They
They
disappeared for a second.
disappeared for a brief moment.
Oh, that's funny. Um, these giant spiders kind of fall on the ground, and Adon, you're like kind of like caught in the middle, halfway through burning the cobwebs away. So I would say the northern part of this room does not have cobwebs and won't obstruct your guys' ability to move. But that's where we'll end tonight's session
Oh,
with
jeez.
Thrud asleep and put somewhere else in the castle, and giant
Yay.
spiders descended onto you guys. So
I'm like
Patrick's still
on a
AFK.
wall.
No idea where he is. So um, I'll I'll just turn my camera off when we're gone.
Dream will never end.
And we'll go to. I'll drag everybody into our DM's chat here after.
Oh,
But good session tonight. Looks like there's some combat and some other fun stuff for Thrud to kind of pursue through. So we'll see everybody next time. Bye.
Bye.
bye.